Are you an accomplished woman who feels successful on paper, but you still have too many days where you wake up feeling behind before the day even starts? There's a reason most organization hacks fall flat for ambitious women. They're not designed for your level of drive. But after working with dozens of powerhouse women and testing these for myself, I found 3 systems that nobody is talking about that can put your life on autopilot and allow you to live more in your genius zone. So I'm going to show you how to use these 3 systems to win back your time and your peace of mind. So for ambitious women, the mind is like a river that never stops. Your mind is flowing with ideas, to-dos, reminders, and all of them flowing through your mind at once. But when there's no structure for this flow, it floods. You feel overwhelmed, scattered, and always behind. So while your first thought to solve this may be to have less water, what we really need to do to solve this flood is better channels. And that's exactly what this first system does. Your task management system becomes a canal system for your life. This means that every idea, every task gets directed into the right channel so your mind can be calm and spacious again. So let me draw this out for you. This is the automate triangle. I teach my clients inside my program Systemize Your Goals Accelerator to build their organization system using this triangle. This first circle is your task management system built on my COPE method. This is how you stop carrying your to-dos in your head and start channeling them into a trusted system. And my COPE method is inspired by the tenets of proven systems like David Allen's Getting Things Done and Tiago Forte's Building a Second Brain, so you can rest assured that these systems actually work. I've just made my own version of it, optimized for ambitious, busy women in this modern world. So let me show you how to use the COPE method for your own task management system. C stands for capture. From now on, everything goes into one running to-do list. Your brain is not your inbox anymore. I use my Notion organized brain inside my Productive Boss Notion system for this. And if you want my entire Productive Boss Notion system, I'm going to link it for you below. Then the O stands for organize. I want you to organize what you've captured using a task database and the PARA method from Building a Second Brain. And PARA stands for projects, areas, resources, and archives. Everything has a home. Next is the P, which stands for prioritize. You actually process your list and you're going to schedule what matters instead of staring at a huge mess of tasks wondering where to start. Both the organization and the prioritizing happens during your weekly review, which is a crucial habit to maintain this task management system. And lastly, the E stands for engage, and this is where you engage with your task management system and plan your week. In my program, Systemize Your Goals Accelerator, each and every Friday, we spend the time during our co-working session where I walk them through their weekly review and planning session. It really is the habit that makes all of this work and gives you peace of mind each and every week, because once your tasks are tamed, your brain can breathe. Now, I've shared the process of this system extensively in other videos, but for the purpose of this video, I want to share how to elevate this system as a powerhouse woman. One thing that I want you to add to this system if you're a high achieving woman is when you sit down to do the review and review everything you've captured in your weekly review, I want you to add a column in your task management database titled assigned to and delegate tasks as you review them. If you're trying to build systems that give you back more time and really treat time as your most sacred resource, you have to start operating in the fact that you can't do everything on your own. So whether you are delegating to a partner, a mommy helper, an assistant, or a team member, as you're managing your to-dos, you need to be thinking first about what can I get off of my plate that isn't in my genius zone. And if you need help with delegating, I actually just did a workshop, a deep dive workshop called Delegate and Breathe. If you want to catch the replay before it expires and get all the yummy resources as well, I'll link that below for you to grab. But here's the thing, a task management system is just the foundation to your organization system. Next, I'm going to show you how to build a system that organizes your time so you have more time for what matters most. And before we move on there, very quickly, if you could please just tap that subscribe button. It really helps me to keep showing up here to give you the best information on building systems to overcome overwhelm and reclaim your time. Now, for a lot of ambitious women, their calendar is like an overstuffed closet. You open the door and everything falls out. There's plenty of clothes in the closet, but nothing is where it should be, and getting dressed is more stressful than it should be. Same thing goes for your time. Your calendar is full of meetings, tasks, and reminders, and nothing is stored where it belongs. A real time management system is like putting solid shelves and labeled bins into that closet. The same amount of stuff is there, but now everything has a home, and getting dressed actually feels good again. So in this next circle is our time management system, and it uses my BBB planning method. And so this is how you make sure your calendar reflects your real life and your real capacity. This is what you will do directly after your weekly review routine, switching over to weekly planning. So first, you're going to book your non-negotiables, sleep, work, family time, appointments. You need to see the truth, the reality about your available time before you can plan anything else like tasks or to-dos. These are your non-negotiable weekly routines that keep you and your family and your work taken care of, as well as those must-do appointments and meetings. When you book your non-negotiables first, you're doing 3 things. Naming what this season is really asking of you as far as non-negotiables, seeing the truth about your actual capacity, and then locking in your values and your non-negotiables before anything else gets in there. Next is to batch your to-do items. Group similar tasks into themed days or blocks so you're not task switching every 5 minutes and losing your mind. I'm going to put up on the screen an example of weekly batch days just to give you an idea, but batching is not just grouping emails together. It is choosing who you are in each block. So some examples of roles you might take on during different batches are like the strategist or operator, or your leader, you're in your leader mode, or your partner or parent mode, or you're the house CEO. And then some energy examples are like high focus blocks, light lift blocks, creative blocks. In my program, I teach my clients how to determine batch days based on their roles and their energy, and I want you to do the same. Next is to block your days using my 3-7 time blocking method. Each day gets 3 meaningful time blocks. So the way this method works is each day is going to get 3 meaningful time blocks instead of 37 micro commitments that you're never going to keep. These 3 blocks contain 7 routines that give you placeholders and containers for the most important parts of your day. The morning block includes your early morning routine and your morning routine for you and your family. The work block includes your AM work routine, your lunch routine, your PM work routine, and your wind down work routine to actually contain your work for your business or career. Within your work block, you protect at least 1 deep work pocket per day for your genius work, strategy, creativity, high leverage decision, things like that. And just like the bread of a sandwich, you end the day again with the most important piece, an evening block taking care of you and your family again. For this circle, what's important for you to remember is when your time has a plan, your days stop running you. Okay, so the habit that keeps this alive is your wind down work routine. It's 15 minutes at the end of your work day before you leave your home office or your office, where you're going to close the loops at the end of the day so tomorrow starts clean. So here are the 3 things that I suggest for your wind down work routine. 1 is to capture any last minute tasks that you have around, like on post-its or in journals that you wrote on your planner. 2 is to reset your plan for the next day. Look at what you had scheduled for today. What did you not get done? Are there any urgent tasks that popped up that you need to plan for the week? Then you're going to update your weekly plan by time blocking the next day and placing any leftover new tasks on any other day in that week. So essentially for this step, you're going to account for anything you did not finish or that popped up today, then time block the next day and the rest of your week so every urgent task has a clear home before your weekly review, which I typically do on Fridays. And then 3, you're going to end with a quick tidy of your desk so that when you enter the office the next day, your desk greets you with a smile. Okay, so here's how to elevate this system for powerhouse women. If your assistant manages your calendar, teach them this system so they're prioritizing what matters for your schedule. Also, no matter who manages your calendar, you or an assistant, use AI and software like Calendly to not only reduce back and and for scheduling for things like meetings, but to protect your batch days. This way, you're only adding availability for things like meetings in your work block on the appropriate batch day. And then another hack to elevate this system is at the end of your weekly planning routine, when you look at your schedule ahead, ask yourself 3 questions. 1, where does work move the needle in this plan? 2 is, where is my body cared for? And 3 is, where do your people feel your presence? If you can't see these 3 things on your calendar is leading you and you're not leading your calendar. All right, now moving on, before a rocket ever leaves the ground, there is a whole system before that rocket launches. A place to map the mission, systems to power the engine, fuel to keep it moving, and a launch pad where everything comes together. Without that structure, the astronaut ends up trying to be the rocket, the fuel, the engine, the checklist, the mission control all at once. That's not the job of the astronaut. That's exactly what happens when your business or your career lives only in your head. The goal is to build the kind of structure that helps you see the big picture, repeat what works, improve what doesn't, and eventually delegate pieces of the mission. And that brings us to our 3rd circle, your boss operating system, which I call in my framework your rocket launch operating system. Your rocket launch business or career operating system, this is how you're going to operate like a CEO instead of just being an overworked employee in your work life. So let me give you an overview of the skeleton of your boss operating system, which if you're interested in having the entire thing built out for you, you can check out my Productive Boss Notion system linked below. It comes with the organized brain and includes both a business operating system as well as a career operating system using the framework I'm about to show you. So inside this system, you've got 3 zones. First is your command center. This is where you're going to see the big picture, your vision, your strategy, and your brand compass. Next is your engine room. This is where real work gets done, the checklist, the processes, the repeating tasks, the process maps. The engine room includes 2 systems, the engine systems and then also the fuel systems. For business owners, the engine systems include processes and assets for how you attract customers, how you convert them, how you deliver your offer or service, and how you innovate. And then the fuel systems are the processes for finances and team management. For my career powerhouse women, this will be where you store systems for your core work duties as well as your career management and team management. Then number 3 is your launch pad. This is where your work tasks and routines and projects and all the encompassing SOPs, these are where they're going to live. The key habit here though is creating and updating your SOPs, which are standard operating procedures. So the way you do things becomes repeatable and eventually delegatable, if that's a word. The key mindset I like to stress is slowing down to speed up. If you can get in the habit of taking small moments to document your processes and update these workflows, it's going to save you so much time. Once you have your boss operating system, your business and career stops living in your head and you can start living in your genius zone. Without a boss operating system, you're managing your work inside of chaos. So what would you say is getting in the way of building this for yourself? If it's because you don't know where to start or you don't have time, in my program, I teach women how to build their business operating system along with many other systems to reclaim their time, do less, and achieve more. If you are interested in working with me directly to build systems like these for yourself, be sure to join the waitlist below. Now, these systems will definitely give you a great start to organizing your life as an ambitious woman, but if you want my entire life organization system, be sure to watch this video next. I'll see you over there, and cheers to planning, manifesting, and enjoying your dream life. Namaste.